Welcome back. BBL Sports Talk, the Big Boys League, episode 22. It's been like a month. We're sorry. Had a crazy holiday season, but we're back, locked in for the playoffs. Lions, Commanders, divisional round this weekend. We're going to break it down today. Make our picks. We got some hot takes. We got some who's who. Really excited to get back into it. Shout out Stark and the Rey Mysterio. Happy New Year, gents. It's been way too long. Yeah, we need the Sam Ellinger "We're Back" drop for tonight. Obviously, I don't have it. I'm sorry. But, no, welcome back. Real quick, before we get into it, you guys have a good holiday?
Yup.
Good Christmas, New Year's Eve, the whole 9 yards?
Went on a cruise.
Yeah, I forgot you went on that cruise.
Yeah.
Little carnival action?
No. No. It was good, though. Very fun. Glad to be back to work, though.
Yeah. This is our job. This is our full-time job. No, well, cool. I'm pumped. It's been literally almost a month since we last recorded. Obviously, so much has happened. We're now to the NFL playoffs. College football playoff is to the Natty. We're going to really focus on the Lions tonight. So tonight is going to be super Lions-centric. We'll make our picks for the weekend, but we're going to break down the divisional game. Lions got the bye, thank goodness. So this will be the first time they're playing this year in the playoffs. And we got the Commanders. So interesting matchup. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But got to kick us off with a hot take of the week. So this is submitted. I'll be the one to say this, but this take was submitted. I'm curious to get your guys' opinions on this. Here's the hot take. That football fans, and let me define what they mean by football fans. Not just somebody who likes sports bets and sits on their couch, but like somebody who understands like what the A gap is and like what a cover 2 defense is. Like understands the game of football a little bit. That a football fan that understands the game could be a better play caller and GM than some of the dudes we have in the league. Thoughts?
Not coaching.
Play caller and GM.
You want me to go off on this hot take?
Yeah, go off, Jet.
This person's stupid. No, I'm just kidding. So keep submitting the hot takes. We love them, guys. And I got a lot submitted to me while we were on our hiatus. So I apologize if your hot take didn't make it. Keep them coming. But I do not like this hot take because there are so many pro athletes that go on to be sports commentators and talk show hosts, and these talking heads get everything wrong. And they think that their right as a former player is to be this all-knowing genius. They are ball knowers. They do know ball. They know A-gaps. They know cover 2 defenses. But then all of a sudden, they see somebody in the draft that they like, and they're like, oh, this is the best player ever. He's going to be so amazing. And it's like, no, that guy's not shit. And I do think that there are people out there on their couch right now that would be better than, I don't know, obviously better than Doug Peterson did at the Jags. But I think it's, I think there's 3 of those guys out there that just diehard ball knowers that never went into like a coaching cycle or coaching tree. Because it's all job experience. And the crazy thing is the only way you get job experience is doing it. And to get to that top level, you never get a shot unless you know somebody. So I agree with you or not you, but I agree with this hot take person that there's probably a couple of them out there, but not the average ball knower, not even majority of the ball knowers. I think 1 out of every 1 million ball knowers might be a good coach or a good GM.
I think it's a fair take. Stark, you got thoughts on this?
No, I think Joey covered it.
All right.
I'm sorry, that was long-winded, so I took all
No,
the
it's good.
I was going to say everything you said I would have said, so I didn't want to repeat it, but I agree. I was gonna say exactly the fact that like your average guy, no, but there's probably some like prodigy weirdos out there that could like. But the problem, like, just play call, like sit in a booth, not interact with the players. Is that what you're saying? Like, just call plays.
That's what this person's saying. Yeah, I'm not talking like running the scouting department per se, but
or,
I'm
like,
just
running
saying
a practice, like things like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I'm not talking about that. And
Maybe.
let me defend this person that brought this hot take in because, like, let's Exhibit A, the Green Bay Packers game plan against Philadelphia. Okay, I was sitting there on my couch as somebody who hates the Packers, and I wanted to pull my hair out at Matt LaFleur's game plan. What is Philly really good at? What is their strength on defense?
Stopping the run.
Okay. What are they maybe show some weakness?
Passing on
secondary.
In the secondary.
Secondary is not
especially on these little intermediate, quick out, slant game. And I watched for the first 2 quarters of that game, run, 3rd and long, punt. Run, 3rd and long, punt. And it was by the time you get into the game and get into some play calling that's effective, the game's already over. That would be Exhibit A.
I do have one thing to add to this too. Sorry. I think as a general manager, I think that job. This is dumb. I'm going back on my take. I think that job is so much easier than a play caller. And
I agree with that.
Because I think there is no way you look at a guy and you're like, that guy knows talent. Like, how do you put that on a resume? Like Brad Holmes, thank God we got him because that guy knows talent. But I look at some of these guys and I'm like, what? What made you pick him there in the draft? I'm like, there's no way he's going to be good. Like these people there are going to be people that take quarterbacks in the top 10 picks of this draft this year. And it's like, I would be saying waste one. I would not be wasting one of my first 10 picks on a quarterback this year.
Any of the quarterbacks. I agree. No, I agree. And I think I think that's
that back.
part
Cam
of
Ward. Cam Ward could be worth it. And if you need a quarterback, go for him. But outside of Cam Ward, I really don't like anyone. And there are going to be GMs that are like, we got to have Sanders. Fuck.
There was, I'm not naming any names here, but there was a GM at one point in time that took a linebacker in the 2nd round that had a 7th round grade.
Jelani Tavai.
Yeah.
That ESPN didn't even have graphics to show who this guy was, and they took him in the 2nd round.
I do
Eric
think
Ebron.
Though.
Eric
my gosh.
Ebron.
Yeah.
Dude, Jeff Okuda.
See,
now,
I
he was
in
sick.
He was
nice.
Hype. I can't lie.
I have a take on
mix.
that though, Joe.
Yeah.
I think Brad Holmes is different because I don't think he looks for talent. I think that's a given. Like anyone he's scouting has talent. He looks for the dog. And you can I'm not fucking joking. I'm not at all. Like you have to understand that these guys have one thing in common, and they are all fucking dogs. Name a diva on the team. Name one fucking diva. You can. Name one guy that's even remotely close that's had any kind of situation like that. Dude, it's character with him. And I think if he has a guy with character, they will do what they need to do with him. And given, he's drafting amazing talent, Joe. Like, you're right. Like, you see Brian Branch sitting there in the 2nd round, early 2nd round. You're like, these guys are ridiculously stupid. We're taking him. But they're also got that dog in them. And every single draft that every single player he's drafted, and I love this about them, has a fucking mean streak. And they are, they're nasty. You're not going to see any fucking shiny outfits and Instagram, anyone going famous on Instagram with this team. Amon-Ra, even him, he's not flashy whatsoever. Nothing about him is flashy. So I just love the character aspect of it. They're going to keep bringing in guys that'll just fit the mold.
So, all right, to kind of wrap this conversation up, you made a great point with Branch, and I think this is what probably whoever submitted this take is trying to say. Anyone with 2 eyes could see that Brian Branch was a 1st-round grade in the draft. And multiple GMs passed on him not once, but twice because his 40 time was slower than they liked at the combine.
I mean, I got one dog in this draft that I want, and it's Harold Fannin. I hope Brad sees it and gets him. Please, Brad, get the Mac tight end. I know he's
Go
a dog.
after Harold. All right, let's get into who's who really quick, and then we'll start breaking down the Lions.
I forgot.
Joey, you're batting leadoff tonight.
All right. Are the 2024-25 Detroit Pistons the...
I don't like this.
Wait 1 second. I gotta think about this. Are the... 1 second. I always gotta run it back in my head. Yeah. Are the 2024-25 Pistons the 24-25 Michigan State football team of the 2024 Detroit Tigers?
Okay.
I will explain that one. Because I really think that a lot of people are buying into the Pistons hype, and I think it helps because all Detroit teams have been playing good this year, played good this year, playing really well. I was a Tigers hater for most of the year. I love Tariq Skubal. I was not a Pistons hater, but I do think they're only good because of Cade Cunningham. And I'm worried that going into this offseason, we kind of shunned Skubal right after the playoffs of not going to a huge deal. We should have thrown him the bag immediately. I'm worried that we do not surround Cade Cunningham with the talent we need to win because Cade can't do this on his own. And
that's fair.
I don't think he can do it with Jalen Duren. I don't think he can do it with Ron Holland. I don't think he can do it with Ivy. God forbid, he comes back and is healthy. That'd be awesome. But I think that we need to go out and sign Brandon Ingram and sign, some other superstar that may not go for a huge max contract, but Devin Booker could come back. He would be a max contract guy that I would love, and he's a Michigan guy. But I think we need to go out and get that, and I'm worried that the hype is getting too hot around a team that is close to 500.
I think it's a good take.
And that's how I feel about Michigan State, and that's how I feel about the Tigers last year. So, yes, they're playing well, but I kind of want to temper expectations because unless we make some big moves, we're not going to be a contender in the NBA. I think top to bottom, it's so much harder in the NBA to go from being an 8 seed to a 1 seed. You have to have 3 superstars, and I just don't think we have that right now.
You put my brain in an absolute blender with the words, but good take. I like it. Stark, who is who this week for you, Stark?
I gave you a long
Dan
time.
Campbell, the Mike. What?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go.
I was saying, you go.
Is Dan Campbell the Mike Ditka's Les Miles?
Oh my God!
Stark knows 2 names tonight. Oh man! All right. Mine is.
It was John Madden, and then I just pivot to Les Miles.
Is Justin Herbert the 2024 SEC of NFL quarterbacks?
Wow. Always winning the hypotheticals.
He wins every hypothetical. If he had
wide receiver. Yeah.
If he had a coach, if he had a wide receiver, Nah, it's the same thing. Remember, if Bama made it to the playoff, they would have given Penn State a game. They got spanked by a worse Michigan team in the last 15 years.
It's
What's
funny
your take,
how
sir?
in 1 year of everyone paying and not just the SEC, how quickly they can fall off. It's so funny. Shane Gillis they've been cheating all along. Now you let everyone pay, and it evens the playing field, and you don't see them anymore. I'm happy about it. Fuck them.
It's a shame. It's a shame. We'll have to bring Rebelette Ty on again at some point in the future. In the offseason, we'll bring Rebelette Ty on.
Wrong about
and we'll have a little discussion. We'll just have a little discussion and get his take on it. 2 years in a row, the SEC is not even in the national championship game. What's happening? What's going on? All right. Let's get into what we've been wanting to talk about.
Call me asparagus.
Call me asparagus. We gotta break this game down. So, Lions get the Commanders at home. I don't know about you guys, but this was my dream scenario. As I was sitting on the couch last weekend, my dream was, can we get the Commanders at home? I would have been fine playing the Packers. I would have been fine playing the Vikings or the Rams. I would have felt confident with any of them. But I hate playing a team 3 times. I really didn't want to see Stafford again. And I just love the idea of getting a rookie quarterback in Ford Field in the playoffs. So, real quick, just a couple things to note. Demo is back. Knuckles is back playing this weekend. Gibbs is still going to be RB1. He's going to take the bulk of the load, but we have David Montgomery. Zeitler is out. So Christian Mahogany.
Dirtbag.
Heck of a name. Dirtbag. Love the man. He'll be stepping in. He stepped in a couple games ago and played great. So I'm not too worried about that. But and then Ennis Rakestraw is questionable. Now, I don't know how much he'd play anyway, but he is questionable. The good news there, Terrion Arnold's not on the injury report.
Yeah.
So that was scary when he went down in that Vikings game. So real quick, we'll go around, and I just want to know, before we get into the actual breakdown of the X's and O's and how we think this game is going to go, do you guys like the matchup with the Commanders, and were you in the same boat as me? Was this what you were rooting for last weekend? And Stark, we're going to start with you on this.
I'll be honest, I super pumped we got the 1 seed. Super pumped the boys have been resting. We get Demo back. I listened to Dan Campbell the other morning, and the way he spoke about Demo gave me the idea that he's not going to play a lot. He might, but he said, I think his words were, there will definitely be a moment for him in this game. And he said it a couple times. Why would they? I just think it would make no sense to come back and go back to splitting. Gibbs needs to hammer the ball. They were 30th ranked against the run. I to be honest, didn't care who they played, but I do really like Jaden Daniels. And
I know you do.
The one thing, I don't think any team, I think we're a matchup-proof team in the sense that, I don't really care how good their defense is. We're going to put up points. They don't have a good defense. However, they have something that, if there's one thing that could give us a little trouble, it's the mobile quarterback. We saw it with Josh Allen, right? We saw it with Baker even at the beginning of the year. And I something pissed me off. I got to get this off my chest. I'm listening. I'm going to the game. Shout out Nick Burgos. We got tickets. We're going to the game together. We're going to be defending the Den. I'm listening to the radio the other day, and I cannot believe this shit. And this is why I can't stand 97.1. I'm listening to the radio, and their segment is about whether or not you should sell your tickets this week. And I'm listening, and I'm like, all right, yeah. And then the amount of times they said, yeah, you sell your ticket this week, you'll just go next week. I'm like, hold on. Don't do this. We're not. I hate it, Joey. You're kind of laughing. I'm not shitting you. You don't think we could lose this game? And I'm gonna have people texting me, being like, "Stark's not a real fan because he doesn't think we can win this. Or he thinks we can lose." It's the NFL, dude. Don't go putting $10 million thinking this is a guaranteed game. It's not. And that's maybe just a competitor in me to know. I was taught never take anyone for granted or underestimate them. I know Dan Campbell would never let that team, but the fans are underestimating this game. The spread is 9.5 points. It's not 15.5. It's not 16.5. It's barely a 2-score game. This will be closer than people think, and I think it'll be a shootout. So I don't think they'll stop us. That's That's the thing that'll make me think we will win the game, but it's going to be a good game, and I hope it's not. I hope we blow them out. But I just think that Jay Daniels is different. He's a rookie quarterback, but he's a different rookie quarterback. So maybe I'm a fanboy, but I think we'll win, but I think we'll have a little bit of moments of like, oh shit, before we feel really good about everything. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pumped to watch. I'm excited.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you want me to answer the question, or you want me to break down the game?
What?
I'd like you to answer the question, but it's cool.
No, I know. I'm just giving Stark a hard time. Didn't
you say before we recorded, I hate when you make us look stupid? Dude, you're the motherfucker who's always doing that shit to us. No. Sorry to answer the question. Sorry, Joe.
He goes, were you happy or sad that we got the Commanders?
And I answered the question. I said I didn't really care who we got, but I will say I'm worried about a running quarterback. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not. You just broke down the whole game, which I'm
sorry. Sorry. Answer the question in one sentence and let's move on.
No.
God
I'm
damn.
gonna break down.
No, you do this to me every fucking episode. You do this to me every episode. No, you do this once an episode where you're gonna do something like that. Whatever, Joe.
No.
All right, we lost Stark.
Yeah, no, I was.
No, he's coming back.
I was in the same.
Were you happy? Were you rooting to get the Commanders this weekend?
I wasn't really rooting for anyone. I have like nerves going with every team because it's like, fuck, I don't want to play the Vikings 3 times. Shit, I mean, how many times is Matt Stafford going to come to Detroit and have the narrative? It's like it almost feels like we'd be playing him 3 times too.
Yeah,
and
he's back
with beating him in the playoffs and then first game last year or this year, and then it's like, well, shit. Then I'm also thinking what Stark's thinking: mobile quarterback. Our defense doesn't do that good versus mobile quarterbacks. I'm like, shit. Not that I'm worried about losing to anyone. I think we beat anyone, but it's like, take no game for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, all right. I will, really quick, I'm going to tell you why I like the Commanders matchup over all the others, and then we can start breaking the game down, talk about the X factors. Here's why I wanted the Commanders. First and foremost, let me say this. This is the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. There's no easy wins. Like, they don't exist, right? And so just for the listeners out there, to piggyback off of Stark's point, I won't get as animated about it, but this is not a shoo-in. This is not an easy win. You're in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. But with that being said, you had your choices were the Rams for a third time in 7 months, the Vikings for a third time this year, the Packers for a third time this year, or a rookie quarterback, a defense that's 30th in the league against the run, coming into one of the greatest home field advantages in the NFL. I just feel like it works. It works well. It works to our favor. I like having the rookie quarterback come in. Now, Jaden Daniels, he's like a Timu Lamar Jackson. And I'm saying because like even calling him like a diet Lamar Jackson would I think would be disrespectful to Lamar. He's like a Timu Lamar Jackson. He's very good. He's very good. That's not disrespectful to Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
if I went better than that, that would be disrespectful to Lamar. But yeah, he's gonna make some plays with his legs. But dude, it's gonna be so loud in there. He has not played in an environment like this. Dude, playing in Tampa, I heard the Washington fans more than I heard the Tampa fans on TV watching that game. He has no idea what he's walking into. I think we're going to be able to confuse him a little bit, and the crowd's going to play a big part. That is why I liked it. And the Lions are going to be able to control the clock if they can run the ball effectively and control this game. All right, we're going to get to the breakdown, but I want to get your guys' take on this. This is something that I feel very adamant about that I need to say. If the Lions win the toss, you have to take the ball. Agreed?
Mm-mm.
No.
All right, let me make the case. I thought you guys would agree. Let me make the case then. If you win the toss, you have to take the ball. just given what's going on with your defense, we know they played a fantastic game, and shout out to Aaron Glenn for that game plan against Minnesota, and the defense played awesome against Minnesota. I know Joey's got to take on that. But you win the toss, you got to take the ball, you got to go right down the field, you got to put 7 points on the board, and you got to put pressure on Jaden Daniels. Let Jaden Daniels sit on the sideline for 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and watch you go down the field, surgical, and put 7 points on the board. And the first time he steps on that field, he's already playing from behind. I just think that's important. Something to watch.
You know that they've won their last 6 games on the last drive of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
I would love to go up big, but I think going up big means getting the ball at half after stopping them scoring again, and then cutting their head off after half with score right off, going up from 21-0 to 28-0 or whatever. But
you win the toss, you take the ball, you go up 7-0. The game is completely different than if you defer and they go down and kick a field goal or score a touchdown. It's a completely different ball game. So anyway, that was just my thought. Jet, you got something you want to say?
Yeah, I think with deferring, I worry. Like, I know Washington's defense is not the best, but they do have some dogs. Your Michigan guy at corner, Sanderstill,
Mikey.
He, like, I will forever have nightmares if he picks off Goff in this game. It would ruin me. It would be the worst thing to ever happen. I shouldn't even be saying this. I don't even know why I'm saying it.
Don't speak it to existence.
If we started off the game with a turnover and we elected to receive first, I am going to the game. I don't want to be at the game. I don't want to be there. Being a season ticket holder this year has been awful. I hate going to the games. I either care too much and I don't want to be there, or it's just like this was a blowout victory and I could have enjoyed this game from my couch. I don't think I'm an in-stadium guy.
I'm not either. I hate him, but I just want to witness this playoff atmosphere like one time. Like that was
yeah.
It is going to be awesome. I think it will be electric.
I really hate going to games. It's weird.
Yeah, no, I'm the couch experience is not only much more enjoyable, but you see so much more of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that take. I like watching it from my couch more, but you have to get that experience every once in a while being at the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Let's get into the X's and O's. Let's break it down. Let's talk X factors on offense. Let's talk X factors on defense, and then how do we expect this game to go? And Jet, I want to hear yours first.
Offensive X factor got to be the $1 million man, Jared Goff. 0 mistakes. I want mistake-free football. I'm fine with a game manager type game even. We don't need to have him making plays. We need mistake-free football, pound the rock. You could make the X factors the running backs, but I just want Jared Goff to make the smart decision, which I know he has done pretty much all year.
No mobile golf?
No mobile golf. I want, if he's about to get sacked, tuck that thing, fall over. Next possession. And then on defense, the X factor, our captain, Alex Anzalone.
Yeah.
He's got to contain everything. He's got to do so much with Jaden Daniels and RPO, and I think that he is going to be the definite X factor. And I'm not a ball knower like we were talking about on the hot take, but I just know that he will be like a key factor in determining whether or not Jaden Daniels has an awesome game.
Jet, you pissed me off because those were my 2 X factors. So, Stark, you're going to go so I can think of some backups in my head.
Offense, I'm going to stick with Jahmyr Gibbs. And I'm going to stick strictly with Jahmyr Gibbs. Love Dave Montgomery, but it's Gibbs' backfield. I don't care if he doesn't play. Is that bad to say? Like,
No.
I just, at least with what we're going with right now and how he's rolling, it's not going to ruin anything. It's not going to mess anything up. But god damn, it's every time Gibbs touches the ball, it's like It's an invaluable thing. Like, you just don't have that, and guys don't see that. I swear to God, I was watching replays the other day of Gibbs running his touchdowns. You can tell, like, I feel like guys take wrong angles. They just don't understand how fast he is. And you can tell in the one where when he turns up a corner, it's almost like he's going around and you think he's going to get cut off, he's going to get pushed out of bounds, he has to get, and then he just takes off up the sideline. I just don't think people understand, I just don't think they can process. He's so fast, he's so explosive, he's a game wrecker. I mean, he scored 4 touchdowns against the Vikings. He's a game wrecker. So it's Gibbs' game this week. 30th ranked rush defense. I don't want to maybe let Montgomery take a goal line carry in, which is what I think Dan Campbell was saying when he said he's going to have his moment. But I think you hand him the rock, you let him pound it. If you get up, you put Craig in and go from there. Because if they can't stop the run, I was watching a video today, like, Swift was going off against them. He was terrible this year, but he had his best game against Washington. So I think it's Gibbs for offense for sure. Defense, I'm going to hit it a little different. I'm going to go with Tyrion Arnold. I think he's going to be the X factor because I've kept up with this team all year because I had Jaden Daniels in both my fantasy leagues. I'm upset. I had McLaurin in leagues. Their entire offense, if it's not running the ball, it's deep shots to McLaurin and then quick releases to Ertz and these other guys in the middle. If they can shut down McLaurin deep down the field, they're going to have a real hard time doing anything because they're not running the ball. We know that. So if they can't run the ball and they can't get the ball to Terry, Zacchaeus isn't going to do it to us. Ertz isn't going to do it to us.
Diaby?
So, who? Diami. That's the other thing. This is an Amon-Ra definite revenge spot because for whatever reason, Diami is the guy that I feel like he brings up the most in interviews where he's like, that guy got drafted before me. And so we'll see a touchdown or something, and then some kind of celebration to their sideline. But those are my X factors: Arnold and Jahmyr Gibbs.
So, I love the Gibbs take. And by the way, I cannot wait. There's going to be a point in this game where Ben Johnson is going to scheme up, and he's going to get Jahmyr Gibbs on an option route with Bobby Wagner on him. At some point, this is going to happen, and it's going to go for 70 yards. And I just can't wait. Go ahead.
Probably a Meek. A Meek will probably be on Terry McLaurin if they're doing man. Am I right there? It's probably going to be a Meek.
We'll see. I mean, I think we'll see what Aaron Glenn does. You would think it would be Tyrion, but the way you would have thought that against the Vikings, and they put a Meek out there, and a Meek was clamps. So maybe it is a Meek.
That's a character. They went and got him probably because he's his character. He's a dog. There's a lot of guys that probably look like him on tape. They tried to bury him. They tried to bury him, but you can't bury what's from the fucking dirt, dude. Come on now. That's the sickest quote. This team's so just sick. Made for our entertainment.
So sick. Yeah, so Gibbs isn't going to be my X factor, but I'm saying just wait for it. It's going to happen at some point. I really like, if you're betting, Jahmyr over receiving yards in this game. I know they have the 30th rush defense and they're going to run all over them, but I really like Jahmyr coming out of the backfield receiving yards this week. And I just can't wait to see 65-year-old Bobby Wagner trying to cover Jahmyr in the open field. Watch out for that. I'm going to be boring. I'm going to go with Jared Goff for my X factor on offense. I mean, I don't really need to get into it. Same thing as Jet. We need mistake-free, take care of the ball, lean on your run game, play action, hit Amon-Ra. Hit JMO. You know JMO's going to hit a big crosser in this game at some point. And then on defense, I was going to go Anzalone. I'll pick the other linebacker. I'll go Jack Campbell. Anzalone can't do it on his own. The two of them kind of run that inside linebacking core, and they're the ones that are communicating the play calls. They're the ones getting everybody into position. Anzalone wears the green dot, but Campbell's really like a vocal leader out there. And that linebacking core has to play great. And really, it's Campbell and Anzalone are the only two starters from the beginning of the season. So those will be my two X factors for the game. And I think if those two guys everyone that we're talking about does their jobs, then we think this is going to go in the Lions' favor. But give me your game prediction. What's the pace of this game? Do the Lions win, and by how much, Jet?
Lions win by 7.
What's the pace of the game? We think this is a shootout?
Yeah, you could call it a shootout. I'm going to say 31-24.
Stark.
I'm going to say Lions score 45 and the Commanders score. God, I'm going to flip on what I said earlier, but I'm going to answer. I'm going to start over. I'm not going to go right to the score. I'll say first part of the question is what? I want to really make sure I answer just the question.
Pace.
Go ahead with the first part of the question.
Pace, Lions win, and if so, by how much?
Okay, pace. In my head, I'm thinking fast pace, but usually when I think that, the Lions will come out and smother. So this isn't a bet. I'm going to say fast pace. I'm going to say high scoring, Lions win 45-24.
That would be fun.
Pull away at the end, though. It's going to be like you said, a Gibbs option for 60 yards at the end, and then, another touchdown for Demo at the very end. But I can see it being close early, and then us getting a takeover or takeaway or something to turn the tide fully in our favor. I just don't see them ever stopping us, though. Like, that's the thing. I could see a no punt game. That's my prediction. Lions do not punt this game.
All right. I love it. That would be awesome, especially for you guys being at the game. I think everybody in the world thinks this game's going over. Everybody in the world thinks it's going to be a shootout. All of the money, at least last I checked, is on the over. And when this happens, I always go the other direction. Because for whatever reason, it's always the games that are supposed to be the shootouts. But then you kind of take a step back and you think about, okay, rookie quarterback, divisional round of the playoffs. You don't usually get a lot of shootouts here. So I think this game is lower scoring than most people expect it to be. But I still think the Lions cover and win this game. I am going 27-16. A lot of bend but don't break defense by the Lions. They give up field goals, not so many touchdowns. And I think maybe a slept-on part of this game is you've got two teams that go for it on fourth down all the time. I think there's going to be a lot of trips to the red zone and no points. I think we're going to see some fourth down stops on both sides where you get empty trips to the red zone, and I think this could be lower scoring than a lot of people think. That is my take. And I will be betting the under on this game.
Ew.
But Lions win. 27-16. Do I place an exacta?
You would be the one to hit it.
It's probably like plus 280,000. It's probably like
I mean, your spread's right
odds.
on par with being 16-27. Just what's the over-under for the game?
50. It's in the 50s. 52.5, 51.5.
See, I would like the over there because if I'm taking the Lions to score 45 points, then all you need is 10 points. You just need 10 from Washington.
You just need 10 from the Skins.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, the last question I want to talk about in this breakdown is what is your biggest worry with the Commanders? I think there's an obvious one, but what is your biggest worry with the Commanders, Stark?
Jane Daniels. That's
what
it.
Specifically? Be specific.
He's different, man. Like, I'm telling you. He's got that. Something about when you look at the quarterbacks that beat the Lions or that have success against the Lions this year. It's been Josh Allen, Matt Stafford, even though they beat them. He was successful in that first game. And Baker Mayfield. Even though he wasn't super successful, but won the game. They kind of get the ball out quick. I feel like those quarterbacks can zip it. And Jane Daniels does that. I've watched so many of their games where like they just make these crazy ass plays, like the Dallas game where they were just going for these 75-yard touchdowns, even though they lost it. But that's the only thing. Like I always worry a little bit more about a running quarterback, and I think that's more my personal take. Like if I love Goff, but I really can't wait for the day where we have a. I mean, Bryce Underwood's coming to Michigan. I guess that's technically that, but. I just watch it like a really athletic quarterback. So athletic quarterbacks worry me, and maybe it's Josh Allen haunting my brain of him like running around in fucking circles and then dishing it 50 yards downfield to Ty Johnson. That's the only thing. And truly, I'm not worried about the game because of the lopsided defenses, but I think Anzalone and all the boys do their job, and maybe we truly see a Jaden Daniels like rookie moment this weekend, and he just doesn't have it because of the noise and the culture, the environment, and the pressure. So that's my only concern. Mobile quarterback. I won't even say Jaden Daniels. I'll just say mobile quarterback. Yeah, it'll be my same concern with the Eagles if we play them, or the fucking Ravens, or the Bills. Like, it's always going to be that game-changing, playmaking quarterback. Like, that's the only thing. Because our defense... I will stop there. Go ahead.
Jet, is there anything out of the box that worries you this weekend? Like, anything that maybe people aren't thinking about?
Mikey Sanders still.
You're still... Joey's going to have nightmares about Mikey tonight.
He's a dog. He's sweet.
He's having an insane rookie season.
Yeah.
Quinyon Mitchell, dude. The fact that the Eagles continue to draft guys like Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, and who else? Who's the other white boy they got? They have a couple. Braun or Bond.
Zach
all
Bond.
These guys, they're crazy. Nolan Smith.
Safety?
Blankenship.
Yeah,
he's sweet.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's going to be my out of box kind of thing that makes me. I'm not going to say I'm nervous because I'm not, but makes me a little is if there's one team in the league that can match the Lions' energy with aggressiveness, going for it on fourth down, the fake punts, all that stuff, it's Washington. And this is a team that's just a really young team that's playing with nothing to lose, and they're really aggressive. And so that would be my thing is I think the path to victory for the Commanders is, I mean, obviously to try to turn the ball over, but steal possessions in other ways, whether it be a fake punt, whether it be going for it on fourth down, even if you're in your own territory, and just holding on to the ball. So that would be my out-of-box thing. All right, last thing we're going to talk about before we get to the picks. Look, we're not getting ahead of ourselves. The Lions play Saturday night. We got to get through that game. We got to win first. But we're not recording again until next week, and it'll already be decided. So I just got to know. In the event that the Lions win, do we care? Who would we rather see at Ford Field for the NFC Championship if the Lions win? Philly or the Rams? Joey, I want you to go first. Curious.
I don't care who wins. Whoever we play, we play. If you're in the playoffs, you got to beat the best team. I think that I would love to play the Eagles.
Any specific reason?
God, I just think that we would coach circles around them. I think in a coaching matchup like that, like I think Philly definitely has the better players. I don't think it's a question there. I think Sirianni might be a joke. Not might be. I think he is a joke. And I just think I think we would stop the run. I think that we would force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball downfield, and I don't think that he's equipped to do that all game. I don't think that they're equipped to get into a shootout.
No, I don't think so either. It's strange.
So and trust me, the Rams can get in a shootout. The Rams can go high-powered offense. I think McVay's a really good coach. I think I would rather play the Eagles than the Rams, which is so funny because talent-wise, it's like it should be definitely the Rams. But no, I think I've got a Philly fan at work I'm friends with, and I would love to just belt to ass.
So I completely agree with you for a lot of the same reasons. I think football-wise, I would rather we're coming into a dome, potential shootout type game. I'd rather Jalen Hurts be on the other side than Matt Stafford of that game. But the main reason I want to play the Eagles is I'm so sick of them. I turn on ESPN, and it's all they want to talk about is, no, the Eagles are the best team in the NFC. And the Eagles should be the Super Bowl favorites. And the Eagles this and Eagles that. I'm out in public today in Philly wearing my Lions hat, and I'm getting comments like they're chirping me for wearing my Lions hat. Like, nah, I want to play. It's the playoffs. To be the best, you got to beat the best. Everyone's talking about the Eagles like they're the team to beat in the NFC.
Bring it.
Would love to see it. Come to Ford Field. Bring it. Everybody wants a piece of Detroit.
I think A.J. Brown has a full meltdown by halftime. Full-blown, just freak show attack.
A.J. Brown reading Dr. Seuss Green Eggs and Ham on the bench at Ford Field.
Did you see what Jalen Hurts said about that? Those two don't like each other.
They hate each other, dude. They hate each other.
Jalen Hurts also might be like a fake person.
No, I actually kind of like Jalen.
Yeah, but he's like our age, and he's like...
He's a philosopher.
I think he's on the adrenochrome.
You guys ever think... You guys ever think he kind of looks like the...
It's like a Lego.
The tortilla
I know who you're talking about.
from Sausage Party?
I don't know. I don't have the tortilla. That movie was...
do you know the movie Sausage Party?
Yes.
The tortilla from Sausage Party is Jalen Hurts.
Pull it up.
I just think he's I think they're all
I thought you were
pricks.
going to say that like Drew guy, the one that made the TikToks of like going to Target.
He kind of does.
Yeah, he kind of does
that is every time I look at Jalen Hurts, I think of the tortilla from the Sausage Party. Stark, are you in agreement? If we had to pick one, you want the Eagles coming to town?
I don't really want to go too much into it because we got to get through this week first. Yeah, I'd probably rather have the Eagles. I think. I don't know.
All right.
Wait, hold on. The only reason I would say no is Saquon, but the whole like Stafford coming back, I'm not scared of him. We should not be worried. We should not be that scared of Stafford.
No, I'm not. No one's scared. I'm just saying I want to.
Yeah,
bring him
like tough word.
I don't want to play him 3 times in a year. It's like, why not? You already beat. I don't know. You have the game plan to beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my philosophy. I think if you're beating teams, you can beat them again.
All right. Let's cap it off with some picks, and I don't even know if you guys know where we're at so far in the season.
I think I'm crushing.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know why you think that. We'll get into it in a second here. So we're going to pick the college football national championship first, and
you guys
Joey,
want to make this one worth 1,000 points?
Joey, you and I can make this one worth as many points as we want. Because we are in a
record in college football, or
yeah, Stark. Unfortunately, you have the worst record in college football. You still had a winning record. You went 42-37 on the season.
Hey,
we still have one game left.
My future preseason picks were fire.
They carried you
the week to week.
They carried you. Jet, you and I are tied, Joey, at 47-32 on college. We are tied.
Record keeper, huh?
Hey, I got everything on paper.
How
you
are
have
not
access to the
fudging my
sheet.
numbers, dude? How do I know you're not fudging my numbers for content?
You both have access to the spreadsheet. You can look at it at any time. You can look at it at any time. All right.
How do I know?
If you really want to dive deep, Stark, why don't you take the time? You can go back and you can see every edit I've ever made on the sheet.
Or you can go back through and look at the teams he picked on the podcast.
You could just watch the pod, and you could do half the games. Wait, hold on. I'm picking Michigan, but who do they play again? All right.
No, I was picking against Michigan all year, and that was like the only things I was getting right.
All right. College football. This is if Jet and I are on the same side, we tie. It's going to be very interesting to see who going second here.
Travis Hunter pick should have been worth like 50 games.
You and I have to write our picks down and show them at the same time, actually, because I'm not letting you. I'm not going first and switching this up. It's OSU, Notre Dame. OSU is laying 8.5. Stark.
OSU.
Who do you like?
OSU.
OSU.
Yeah.
All right, Joey, let me know when your pick's ready.
It's ready. Oh, no.
Notre Dame. No. Oh, all right. Joey is me and Joey are on the same side, so we're gonna tie. No matter what happens, Stark, you can get one back on us, but you still will not win the college picks.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're going to when we come up with the punishment.
Okay.
You're gonna.
You okay?
All right.
I think he should have to make a Drew Walls video.
Oh, I love. Okay.
I will not.
Dude,
No,
that's the
this is what we
easiest
decide.
I don't know what that is. You can't just do that. See, weeks ago we were like, we should probably decide. And now that I'm the loser, you guys are like, yeah, let's decide now and do it now.
No, the Drew Walls video would have been great for anyone. It's where it's like where he goes to Target and he films himself like
I don't want to
barking.
do that. I know.
You're not gonna want to do any of.
You're not gonna like the punishment.
What'd you think we were gonna say? We were gonna say you get to go to Applebee's and do fucking dollar margaritas.
That we pay for. No,
Yeah.
we'll get with Kennedy, and Kennedy will film the whole thing. We'll get it settled. So, all right,
Bullshit.
over on NFL.
Next year, I'd like to know the punishment before so that I can be motivated to not get punished.
Your picks would
There
have been
was
so
always
much
going to
better.
be a punishment.
My picks
There
would
was-
have been better.
There was
I
always
would
going
have
to
sat
be a
here being
punishment.
like, who they play. I would have had info and facts.
All right, Joey, what did you say you thought was? What did you think was going on with the records?
I swear I'm smoking you in NFL.
Yeah. All right. So Joey's 39-30 in the NFL. Stark's 33-36. Adam's
back and give it to you.
39-30.
Oh,
Joey and I are deadlocked again in college football and in the NFL. So same
Just took
thing,
the same
Joey.
picks every week. It's not fun.
no, we do not.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, you did. Go back and listen to the episodes. I listened. You guys just kept taking the same teams. Said Stark's gonna get punished. Fuck.
That is not true. But all right, here we go. Houston, Kansas City. Game is in KC. KC laying 8.5. Stark,
Kansas City.
Jet. I already have mine down. I've already
I
written mine
know.
down.
No, I'm not
I've
talking to you. I'm
already
talking
written
to
mine
Stark. I'm talking to
Oh.
Stark. We already talked on the live stream. I thought we were both on the Texans.
One of them would be a good clip.
I'm on the
Now I want to win. So now that I'm
On the live
it
stream, he
matters.
gave the Texans a 40% chance to win outright. And then he picks the Chiefs minus 8.5.
Yeah. One
I
of them's
forgot
gonna be
about
right.
that.
I'm
We'll clip
taking-
when everyone's
I'm gonna
right.
st- I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go with the Texans.
Okay. I am going Chiefs. I am going
All right.
KC on this one. That's too funny. All right. Washington at Detroit. Detroit laying 8.5. The line has actually moved down towards Washington. Stark.
Lions.
I'm also taking the Lions. Jet.
We'll go 3 for 3. I'm taking Lions.
Cool. All right. Rams in Philadelphia. The Eagles laying 6.5 at home. Stark.
Rams. Ram them.
Jet.
Give me the Eags.
Damn it. I am also on the Eagles, and I'm going to tell you why.
You guys
When
do this every week. You just saying every week.
Dude, we're on opposite
I'm trying
sides
to
for the first game.
validate it. I'm trying. If you're just tuning into this episode, it's not valid. They've been just playing a prank on me all year.
Stark, I don't know if you want this information before you pick. They're calling for a lot of snow, cold weather here in Philly on Sunday when the game is being played. and this line is just too big. It doesn't make sense to me. I would think this line would be closer to 3.5, so I have to go Philly. Vegas is telling me something here. So I don't know if that changes your opinion, but bad weather here. Okay, we'll go to the final game, the game of the week, MVP showdown, the co-MVP potentially.
It will be a co-MVP.
For Martin Luther King Day, could we get Lamar and Josh Allen holding the MVP together?
Like this, me and Joey.
Joey, I have a feeling what direction he's going here. Joey, Baltimore laying 1.5. Who you taking?
Give me the Ravens.
Stark.
What was the spread?
1.5. Baltimore's laying it.
Give me the Ravens.
Give me the studious fella out of Wyoming with the flow. Give me Josh Allen. Give me the real MVP. Josh
Give me the
Allen,
running back for a quarterback.
Yeah, take that running back all day.
I don't trust Lamar to show up in these big games. I think the Chiefs have shown you the blueprint, and you just got to turn Lamar into a passer.
Why is no one talking about Derrick Henry?
The blueprint.
Because he sucks.
Adam?
He's washed.
What?
The blueprint,
Dude.
if Isaiah Likely had a half size smaller shoe, Chiefs would be 14.
I'm talking about in the playoffs last year. They showed you the blueprint on how to beat Lamar.
They didn't have Derrick Henry.
Listen,
Give me
Buffalo. Give me Buffalo at home.
Okay.
Give me Buffalo at home to
Give me
win
the
outright.
king.
Not even
king.
screw the spread. Give me Buffalo money
Oh,
line.
the 1 point. Don't fuck. Screw the 1 point. Yeah.
Screw 1.5 points. You can keep it.
Wow, how brave of you to screw the half point.
I'm probably going to bet that this game will be in between. I'm not betting, but mentally with pride, I will be betting that the game is a 2-point game or a 1-point game, and your spread would end up saving your ass.
Yeah.
That would be funny. This does seem with the 1.5 point spread, it does seem like it's going to be.
Yeah,
it's going to come down. Can I make a hot take? And I'm going to say, here comes my hot take. This is going to be in the take of the year. You ready? This will be in the 2025 BBL Awards Take of the Year award. You ready?
Yeah.
Buffalo up 2. Justin Tucker, a 48-yarder with a chance to win it. And he misses. Justin Tucker misses at the buzzer, and Buffalo wins.
Josh Allen touchdown to Keon Coleman as time expires. They go for 2. Do not get it.
Wait, I love this. Stark.
Derrick Henry runs for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and they don't even get they barely have the ball. We see Josh Allen with teeny tiny stat line because he barely touches the ball, and when he does, Ravens get on his ass. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Derrick Henry controls the game. If you watch him in the playoffs, holy shit. He's a different breed.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've also seen Lamar in big games.
Like you don't watch games, or you just don't.
No, I'm saying I've just also seen Lamar in big playoff games.
What Stark's trying to say is you don't know ball.
You haven't fucking. It's different when you don't. All right.
I watched.
I'm just saying.
Do you not think I watched every second of the NFL playoffs last week?
You're saying you're an alcoholic and you don't remember the games.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, how are you watching these games like you do and not take out the idea that Derrick Henry makes a massive, massive difference on that football team? Like, are you what? He
is
does.
Zay Flowers? Is Zay
I'm not
Flowers
saying
playing?
he doesn't. Zay Flowers is more than likely not playing.
Doesn't matter.
No, that's fine. I'm not saying that Derrick Henry doesn't make a difference. Derrick Henry is a great back. He obviously makes a difference. Give me Buffalo.
He makes Lamar better, too. Like, having a running game like that with a quarterback like that, it's much different.
Adam, you should just change your pick.
No, it was just when I said that there, and he's like, never mind.
No, we'll talk. Hey, we'll revisit this. We'll revisit Sunday night.
We could go back to 6 months ago when you guys told me he was washed and wasn't going to be good this year, and I told you he was going to have 20 touchdowns.
Who said that?
You guys did. I'll find it. I will find it.
You
Please find the clip of me
I will find
saying.
it.
No, I said Ezekiel Elliott was washed.
You said I started talking about Derrick Henry, and I vividly remember you guys being like, "All right, it's not a fantasy podcast."
You started talking about Derrick Henry. I said nobody cares about your fantasy football team.
Okay.
Which translates to Derrick Henry's washed.
All right.
It's gonna be a clip of us talking, and then it's gonna be like the TikTok voice, and he's just gonna dub over Derrick Henry is
I'm
washed.
pretty sure they're in text.
AI.
I will pull up the receipts and I'll clip this, and then I'll make my own little TikTok. Oops. I'll make my own TikTok.
Please do. All right.
All right.
All right, gents. Before we hop off, any shout-outs, anything you guys want to say to the listeners?
I got to shout out, happy birthday, Brandon Harold. Happy birthday, Brandon
Brando.
Harold.
Happy birthday,
Brandox.
bro. Brandox.
And then, I know it's late, boys, but I'm fiending. Can we
let's do it.
please? Yeah.
Let's do it. Football.
Immaculate. Let's get it.
And we want to do football?
Yeah, and we'll peek at the NBA one, too. That's kind of my bread and butter.
Okay. While I'm pulling this up, I do want to give a shout-out to the winner of our jersey giveaway, Seth. I don't know if I told you guys this. I went out for drinks with Seth.
No way.
Yes, I went out for drinks with Seth. We played a little bit of pool, some golden tea. I was with, there's a lot of people there, so I didn't get to talk to him a ton. But, yeah, me at the rail yard in Fenton. So shout out to Seth.
Nice.
All right, fellas. Let's lock in. 10-plus sack season. I mean,
Myles Garrett?
Myles Garrett. Thank you. Ravens 10-plus sack season.
Suggs.
Yep. Terrell.
Yeah, we're going chalk here. Packers.
White guy. Long hair. Clay Matthews.
Did he have a 10-sack season?
Yes.
He was an LB. Okay.
Promise.
Did Clay Matthews? Well,
Right.
We could also go
they didn't have
Julius
to-
Peppers.
I was going to say, we could go Julius Peppers because he played for them for a little bit. And he might have not had the 10 sacks with him, but he definitely had it in his season.
Yeah. Okay. Stark, are you cool with Julius?
Yep.
7%. Great poll.
Yeah, I think people forgot.
Brett Favre?
Favre? Or did Jarrett Allen ever play for the Packers?
I don't believe. Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
We're going chalk. We're just trying to get this done.
Yeah.
Favre. Packers Colts.
We can do Joe Flacco for either Ravens Colts or Browns Colts.
Okay.
Whatever one we think's
that
harder.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that in our back pocket. That's going somewhere here, and then see if we can think of anyone else. Colts pack. We also have Vikings, Browns. Oh, Za'Darius.
Zaddy? What about Matt Flynn? Did he play Packers Colts?
Oh, I don't know if he played for the Colts.
I don't know why. I'm picturing Flynn on the back of that blue jersey.
The blue jersey, yeah.
But that's a guess, so we don't need to.
Okay. We'll hang on to that. We've got a couple minutes left on the timer. All right, Vikings, Ravens. Why do I feel like there's one that we should know? Vikings, Ravens.
Josh Johnson. I say that for everyone. He's played for 19 NFL teams.
Yeah,
so.
he's played for damn near everyone.
I'm not exaggerating. I think he's played for 19.
I'm gonna say yeah. The Vikings have been cycling through some QBs. Ravens, Vikings. This is gonna be tough because they're both purple.
Yeah.
Wide receivers, tight ends. I feel like everybody in the current Ravens were drafted there. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman. The Ravens, they're a great organization. They draft and
Torrey
stash.
Smith?
Like, who?
Torrey Smith?
Torrey Smith. Did he ever play?
I don't think he played for the Vikings. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Who is like a... I don't think he did either.
Jacoby Jones.
Nnamdi Asamoah.
All right, we're going Colts. Let's go Flacco here because the Ravens are tough.
Yeah. Did Trent Richardson ever play for
that's Colts Browns?
Colts Browns? Yeah.
Great poll, guys.
That was Joey.
Great poll.
31.
All right. Pack Colts, Ravens, Vikings.
Colts,
now we
Packers,
got two guesses.
There's got to be a tight end.
Geronimo.
Geronimo Allison.
Geronimo Allison.
Mo Ali Cox.
It's got to be a backup quarterback. I mean, Matt Flynn might. We might throw a flyer there. What about defenders?
I'm not good with defense.
Yeah, it's tough. Wideouts. Oh,
what about kicker?
Ooh. Who kicked for them this year? They brought in like a veteran kicker.
McManus.
Did he ever kick in Indy? Did Vinatieri ever kick in Green Bay?
What about Ravens? Who was their kicker before Tucker?
No idea. All right. Let's throw some flyers out. We're out of time.
John Kuhn.
Matt Flynn.
Do Johnson for the other one.
Okay. Matt Flynn. No. Josh Johnson.
Get the right one. Hold on. Yeah, 09 to 2024.
Nope. Neither. Damn. All right. We went 7 out of 9.
What
Let's
are the
quickly peek.
Peek at NBA.
Yeah, do we wait, do you want to see?
Can you just tell me who it was for Ravens Vikings?
Yeah, there's only 42. I'm gonna be pissed. Dalvin Cook.
I don't remember Dalvin Cook playing for the Ravens.
He got a tiny bit of run this season. That's it.
Yeah.
Dude, the names on this list: Dalvin Cook, Randall Cunningham, Latavius Murray,
Latavius Murray
Mike
would have been
Wallace.
one.
I mean, these names are tough. All right, let's look at Packers Colts. I know we're gonna feel like idiots on this. Jeff Saturday, Matt Hasselbeck.
I've never done either of those names.
Yeah. Let's see, receivers. Andre Rison. I would have never gotten that. Man, these are tough. Yeah, these are really tough. We would not have gotten either of these. So, all right, that makes me feel a little bit better. Let's just peek at NBA, and then we'll get out of here. All right, across the top, we got Knicks, Kings, 5,000 assists. Down the left.
We got to do it.
Dennis Smith Jr. Pistons and Knicks. Dennis Smith Jr.
Okay.
Good
We've
one.
got Blazers, Pistons, Cavs down the left. All right.
This
Dennis
is
Smith
actually
Jr.
so easy. I can
Let's
do
try
the
to
whole
rip
thing
through
right
this.
now.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Okay.
Also,
Carmelo for Knicks Trailblazers.
yeah. Get that out of the way. I hate the Trailblazers in these.
Yeah.
5,000 assists. That's a lot of assists.
And then you can do J.R. Smith for Knicks Cavs.
Yes, sir. Could have done a Mon Shumpert. All right, Kings Blazers. I think this is gonna be the tough one.
It is
Zach Randolph?
Uh,
Yeah. Wait.
I think we went through that before. I just don't remember him in a Trailblazers jersey, but I think
Mike Miller?
Yeah, I'm fine with either of those answers. I don't remember Mike Miller on the Kings, but I
Did
do.
Zach Randolph play for the Kings?
I think so.
Because I know he played for the Blazers. Then he
That's
got
where he was,
drafted to
wasn't
the
it?
Blazers.
No,
Zach
he was
Randolph is like I'm pretty sure. Where the
He
hell
got
did
drafted to the Blazers.
he was in Memphis
Did he
for
play
a
with
while.
Boogie? Didn't he
Yeah.
play with Boogie Cousins? Or no, he played against him. Never mind. No.
For Pistons Kings, you want to do Marvin Bagley.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Good call.
And then Cavs.
Cavs, Kings. Who played with LeBron that now is on the Kings?
No one. DeRozan.
DeRozan never played for the Cavs.
Malik Monk.
Malik Monk. Did he ever play? I don't
Did
think he ever-
DeMarcus Cousins go to the Cavs?
Yeah.
No, he went to the
That was
Lakers.
the Lakers.
Yeah, he
Are you
went to the
sure
Lakers.
he wasn't on the Cavs for a second?
Wait a second. Didn't I swear I recently saw Dellavedova in a Kings jersey?
I'm fine with that.
I could be pulling that out of thin air.
No. Let's do the assists.
Okay.
Cavaliers assist LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron. Pistons.
Iverson.
Ooh, it's a sharp pull. Blazers. Does Dame?
Pippen.
Yeah,
Pippen.
Scottie Pippen.
What if I actually
Not
put
Junior.
Junior? All right, it's down to the
crossed
Kings
that.
players. We're getting
Kings.
Kings
Mike
and
Bibby
Blazers,
played for the
Kings and
Portland
Cavs.
Trailblazers and the Kings.
Mike Bibby ran into him in
Dude,
Detroit.
the Kings are such a new organization. I have no clue.
He definitely played for the Kings. He 100% played for the Kings. Andre Miller.
Andre Miller. Did he ever play
Brandon
for
Roy.
the Kings?
Brandon Roy.
Mitch Richmond.
I don't even know that name.
He was an insane
Old
shooting
Kings.
guard in like the 90s, early 2000s.
I'm just thinking of their all-time NBA team, NBA 2K team.
This is
Alright.
tough,
Try
man.
Mike. I would say either Mike Bibby, Mike Miller. Try Mike
Randolph.
I don't
Randolph.
think it's like
Randolph.
Try Randolph.
He's a Memphis Grizzly. No, he was a Grizzly. That's what it was.
That's what I said.
No, but I swear he got drafted by the Blazers.
Pull the trigger then.
Oh,
There we go.
There
Boy,
we go.
you guys are doubting me. You're making me doubt myself. All
I
right,
would doubt
last
it.
one.
You?
Cavs, Kings.
Cavs, Kings. Come on, boys, dig deep.
Dig so deep.
Ben McLemore.
That's a good answer.
Rodney Hood.
You play him. I think I
feel
like
like-
Ben McLemore as an answer.
I feel like because I just
What's his
Kelly
name?
Olynyk.
no.
Oh, this is going to tick me off.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade never played.
Derrick
for
Rose.
Sacramento. D Rose never played for Sacramento. Dude, Sacramento sucks.
Isaiah
They're a trash
Thomas.
organization.
Little Isaiah
Ooh.
Thomas. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Which one?
Bang.
Yes!
Bang.
What a pull,
Yes!
Starkey.
Great
Come
pull,
on.
Stark. Great pull. Yeah, he was
Let's go.
drafted there.
Nice.
All right, fellas.
How satisfying is that?
I'm glad
Heck
we went and did
of a
that.
pod. Very glad we ended with the Immaculate Grid. Thank you all
Flip
for
that
listening
shit.
to the
Flip
end.
it.
We did it. We did it. We did the Immaculate
We did
Grid.
it. We did it. We fucking
Oh.
did it, Joe. We
See you
did
guys
it,
in 2
Joe.
months.
Yeah, see
Yeah,
you in
we'll-
another 2.
Yep, we'll see you guys next
Be on a
episode in
cruise.
another eight weeks.
And that for the non live MVP.
Yeah,
Co-MVP.
Black and white.
Josh Allen, Lamar
Co-MVP.
Jackson.
Cookies and cream. That's what they're calling it.